Copenhagen, one of the most festive holiday cities, with what feels like a Christmas market on every corner, and with more Yuletide spirit amidst Denmark's cold December conditions than you've ever experienced.
Welcome to Copenhagen.
But don't let the cold scare you off. Copenhagen has no shortage of hot liquor and warm beverages to keep these festivities hopping.
We are here in Copenhagen. If you're just catching up with us, we have come to Europe to experience the Christmas holiday winter wonderland. And we've come from London. Today is our first day in Copenhagen, and this is our first Christmas market here. It is the Hans Christian Andersen Christmas Market.
Our first stop, and just a few stops from our Airbnb, was the H.C. Andersen Jewel Markt, located right off the Stroget pedestrian street, which is the big shopping street in Copenhagen. It's located in Nyhavn Square and named after the world-renowned Danish storyteller Hans Christian Andersen. This market is a cozy traditional Christmas market filled with Christmas trees, tons of lights, the smell of tasty aromas cooking, sweet treats, and tons of gifting ideas.
Okay, we had to ask for some help on what these are. The hot Umbumba is hot chocolate and cognac, which is what I got with some whipped cream. Manny got the Glog, which is different than the Glühwein, which is what you see in a lot of markets. So Glühwein is more traditional German hot wine with spices. The Glog is Scandinavian, and it has nuts and berries in it as well. And it's a little bit more spiced also. So, cheers to us.
I highly recommend the Lumumba drink. It was so good. From there, we walked down the decorated street of Stroget to Hajbro-Plads, also called High Bridge Square. There you can see the Royal Copenhagen store, all lit in cobalt blue, and right across the street from it was our next Christmas market. This market was a much larger version than the market prior.
So this is Hajbro-Plads. I hope I'm saying that properly. Market, and for reference, it's right in front of the Royal Copenhagen store.
Inside, we met a new friend named Sabi. Sabi was the owner of a stunning Christmas display booth that was in high demand. It featured anything from pop-up Christmas cards to tea-light Christmas displays to gnomes, Vikings, nutcrackers, and ornaments. His items were stunning, and he told us that he had another booth set up at the next Christmas market that we would be heading to. So I was looking forward to seeing that one as well.
Wait.
Right. It's beautiful. Your nutcrackers are stunning.
Yeah. Now we have a pink one as well. You see?
Yeah. Well, you got to
You see over there.
play to everyone.
Soft knackers.
Yeah?
Soft
Soft
knackers. I think
And your gnomes over here.
the gnomes are also now. This is the traditional one, but I run out with the other colors.
The Vikings.
This is the Vikings.
Yeah.
I have all the colors now.
Right.
This is the last color that's left.
Can I tell you that we now see these in the U.S.
Yeah.
and even in Florida?
Yeah,
They're
yeah.
very popular now. So your tradition has moved to the United States.
Yeah.
Florida, yeah. Yeah.
How about in Florida, the Christmas markets?
We don't have Christmas. So in the United States, we don't have Christmas markets, which is why we've come to Europe. We're here for the Holiday Winter Wonderland.
In New York, there is. In New York, there is.
In New York, there's some markets. They do, and the
42nd Street
right.
in
They
Manhattan.
do it in Bryan Street, Bryan Park.
Bryant Park.
Yeah.
I've been there.
Yeah. So that's probably the only place that you'll find. I mean, some places they have markets, but it's not like here,
Yeah.
where you know your traditions
Yeah.
and stuff, and you follow the German traditions
Yeah,
of the
yeah.
Christmas market.
Also, the
and
buildings
holidays.
are small Lego buildings.
Yeah.
It's nice to see.
Exactly. So we don't have the stall. You know, we have other things in the United States. We're very commercial.
Yeah, yeah.
So everything is about a blow-up snowman, and it's not about the tradition. And I think that's why so many Americans enjoy coming to Europe, because your traditions have gone on for hundreds of years.
Yeah.
And for us to partake in that is something really, really special, because we're not that old of a country. We don't have that. And so we're always grabbing onto everyone else's traditions, looking for our own.
I've been in both continents,
Yeah.
in New York as well, but
Yeah.
somehow it was missing. I knew what it is. Football, soccer. That's why I came back to Europe.
We have.
We chatted for a bit, and he gave me a bit of a Denmark history lesson, in which I rather enjoyed, and then we headed to a sausage booth where we got another lesson. This time in sausages.
Bratwurst. It's a classical German sausage prepared on the grill. It continues with this red one here, the so-called Krakauer, also freshly prepared here on the charcoal grill, but even made with some garlic and other herbs. Well, then the last one here on the menu is the national dish of Germany called the currywurst. Believe it or not, Volkswagen sells more of that sausages in their canteen as they sell in cars worldwide. You take one of this in this fantastic piece of German engineering, where you put it in slices by just pushing a button, cover it with a homemade warm curry sauce, and voila, it's done. And the last one, or the first one here on the menu, presented by our chef de cuisine Karl, the so-called Knackpölser, or you might know it as Wiener or Frankfurter. Well, anyway, now it's your time to decide what you like to order. I say thank you for your attention. Wish you all a good and nice evening here. Next show in half an hour. Thank you. So, I hope that helped you to decide what you like.
From there, we tasted something that every American song talks about, but most Americans have never tasted: chestnuts roasting on an open fire.
So when they're hot, because he cooks them, they open very easy then?
Yes, I mean you cut them from one side to the other and then they open up because they're open like over fire the whole time.
Yeah.
So you just need to be careful to mix them, if not they get burned.
Oh, I see. Sorry, I don't keep you that. I'm gonna try some chestnut. Isn't there a had chestnut?
I like it, yes.
Yeah. It'll be my
100
first
grams?
time trying, so I'll do the 100, yes.
Yes.
And you put it inside with it, or how do
No, you get this the butter on the side and then you just peel it and you dip the...
Got it. So it's a dipping thing.
Thank you, have a nice day, enjoy. You would like to have some extra salt on it?
Sure. However you think it's best.
Here we go.
We were gonna dip ours in salted butter.
So my first real chestnuts, roasted chestnuts experience. With the salted butter. It's a lot more hearty of a nut than
I bet it's just a certain
expected. Maybe taste.
The hot chestnuts with salted butter were delicious, and we highly recommend them. Next, we continue down Strojet to then cross the street and be at our next market, the Julemarkt Kongens Nytorv, or the King's New Square Christmas Market, which was the biggest of the Christmas markets.
So this is the biggest market here in Copenhagen. This is the Julemarkets market here, and it goes around the Nyhavn. You'll see the famous area with all the fishermen's houses, buildings. We'll see it lit up during the daytime tomorrow when we come back. Look at these donuts. These are fabulous.
This market was packed, but it was a Friday, so expected. We found Sabi's other booth of Christmas decor, but so many people surrounding it, it was hard to even get near it. This market was so authentic and packed with quintessential Danish Christmas traditions. It had stunning handcrafted jewelry. I actually spoke with two of the ladies at the booth of Pearl Cognic jewelry. Their pieces were gorgeous. And tons of local cuisine and drinks.
All right.
Okay.
So I've gotten a traditional Frankfurter here, and Manny's gotten the bratwurst, the currywurst actually, with curry sauce on it. And then I am back after my hot chocolate with liquor in it because it was so good.
Of course, I had to test out Santa's sleigh.
It's cold.
Yeah, we can.
There were handcrafted wooden items and lots of booths with warm gloves, hats, some definite Danish winter must-haves. We continued walking down to the famous and picturesque Nyhavn Canal area.
So this is the famous Nyhavn area, which is all done up in lights for Christmas. It looks amazing at night. During the day, it looks completely different, where all the buildings are different colors. It's really, really beautiful, but it's probably one of the most well-known areas in Copenhagen.
It was called the Nyhavn Christmas Market, and it did have a few gift booths, but mostly the booths were filled with hot liquids such as gløgg, hot chocolate, and other Danish specialties, which were well appreciated while strolling down this stunning but frigid harbor area. booth that was selling a liquor called Viking's Blood and some other interesting things that we had never tasted.
Yeah.
So this is, you said it's like honey?
Yeah, liquor made of fermented honey.
Okay. And what's and the other one is fermented?
No,
It's not
this one
fermented.
is not fermented.
It's just 40% liquor.
herbs. Yeah, it's just strong alcohol.
It'll just knock you on your butt. But that's good. That's different. It's
Yeah,
not what
it's
I
different.
expected, yeah, because you said honey, so I thought it would be. I mean, it's sweet, but it's just different than
You thought it's going to be sweeter.
I did.
Yeah,
I did.
but
And
it's like having a, I don't know, like a vodka shot, but without the strongness of, but it's 19% alcohol, so it's
That's a
strong.
lot.
Yeah. Yeah.
it's enough to be like, "Ooh, after a while."
Yeah.
It's nice and mild.
These ones are 30 crowns.
Everything was so high in alcohol. No wonder no one was affected by the cold. So much liquor in the Nyhavn area. From there, we were frozen, so we decided to head back to our Airbnb and thought we'd give you a look.
Hey everybody, and welcome to our Airbnb. So we are in the Stroget area, which is the main pedestrian area right in the center of Copenhagen. So in a really, really great location. And we're close to everything. We're close to the Christmas markets. We're close to Tivoli Gardens. So it's a really, really great location to stay in this Airbnb. Now we've got a kitchen, because essentially this is a studio. So we've got a kitchen here. We've got our little fridge that comes out. It's funny because it matches. It looks just like the cabinets, but totally efficient. We've got a little oven and stove top. This is, if I can open it, a little dishwasher. But I love how it's seamless, so you can't even tell what it is. So we've got a little sitting area over here. And because this is a studio place, we've got this really great wall that they put up with the curtain to kind of block out the sun, but it kind of has created an actual bedroom. So this is our bedroom. And moving on to the bathroom, and we apologize for the mess because we've already moved in here. The bathroom is really nice. Standing shower here, it's all done up in marble. So that's pretty much it. So really, really nice day, great location. This is where you want to be in Copenhagen.
The next day, we had breakfast at Cafe Vivaldi, which I highly recommend. We had the sampler that literally gave us a sample of everything.
Hey everybody, and welcome back to Copenhagen. So we are at the Nyhavn area again, and as you can see, it is totally different than last night. Full of really colorful buildings and really beautiful. You can see it's really, really busy on that area. It's full of restaurants and bars. It's actually nicknamed the longest bar in that area. Now, right next to here is actually one of the Christmas markets that we went to last night. It's in, sorry, my eyes are tearing. It's in Kongens Nytorv over there, which translates to King's Square. Now, this area here in Nyhavn was actually dredged out during the 1670s by the Swedes when the Danes and the Swedes were at war. And they dredged it out actually to
get things closer to the King Square over there so that they could bring in their cargo and their fish and everything. But today, obviously, it's used for something totally different. Hence the restaurants and everything. But it's really beautiful. And when people think of Copenhagen, this is exactly what they think of when they think of this area, because it's really beautiful and really amazing. So if you're coming to Copenhagen, you need to come to this area and take a visit.
From there, we walk through Nyhavn and over the bridges to an area called Bruns Gatekoken, if I'm finally pronouncing it properly.
Hey everybody, so I'm gonna totally cheat. This area over here is called Bruns Gatekoken or Gatekoken. There's obviously ice skating, as you can see, going on, which is amazing for Christmas. There's also food stalls all around. We just actually had a really great stew, which was perfect for today. But if you're over in this area, you definitely want to check it out because it's really known for its food over here.
We split a beet stew that was perfect for the frigid conditions, grabbed a hot chocolate, and enjoyed the ice skating. We then retraced our steps and headed towards the metro to visit the #1 place that I was so excited to show to Manny, which was Tivoli Gardens.
Hey everybody, so we are right now at Tivoli Gardens. What's so amazing about Tivoli Gardens, if you've never heard of it before, it's an amusement park here in Copenhagen. It's actually the second oldest amusement park, not only in Copenhagen, but actually in the world. And what's funny about the amusement parks here, that the first oldest amusement park is actually also in Copenhagen, but this one is most famous. It's been around since 1840, and it's been really influential to a lot of people, including Walt Disney. Walt Disney actually came over here to Tivoli Gardens 4 or 5 times before he opened Disneyland. And this amusement park here really inspired him, and you'll understand why. The lights are simply amazing here, which is why I'm so excited to show Manny, because I've been here before and I think it's absolutely incredible. So I'm so excited to be back and to have Manny with me this time, and now you get to see exactly what it looks like.
I think what is so refreshing about visiting Tivoli is that it feels classic. Like, it is truly preserved in time. It's incredibly nostalgic. In America, when you visit a true amusement park, and I'm not talking so much about our theme parks because though they took their cue from Tivoli, they're different. But more like the fairs in America. They're cheesy and gimmicky.
One of the things that Walt Disney was really inspired by here at Tivoli is the lights. And if you look behind me, it's absolutely exquisite. It's so beautiful here, just really amazing. More lights than I've ever seen in my life.
Tivoli is sophisticated and worldly, and you can really see why Walt Disney came back to visit on so many occasions. Now, I've only been here during Christmas, but between the lights and hundreds of Christmas trees, I don't believe that anyone commits to the holiday season quite like Tivoli. It's no wonder why it is such a must-see in Copenhagen.
So there's a name that you hear in Copenhagen all the time. I think it's pronounced Haig. I'll have to look at it, but on the signs you see Glog and Haig. So Haig means a cozy atmosphere with good people, good company, and good food and drink. But you'll see it on the signs, and it's something that they use here all the time.
And of course, I got the pronunciation totally wrong per usual. So I believe the word is actually pronounced hygge.
I got us a little Copenhagen tree ornament for our tree at home.
During COVID lockdown, we realized that we didn't have any ornaments from all of the amazing places that we had visited in the past. So now, we make a point to get an ornament for our Christmas tree from every city that we visit.
This day I feel so alone. This time I'm with you, babe. I don't mind the cold. You don't have to bring me flowers. I don't want no shiny jewels. Only one thing on my wish list, and baby, it is you.
So if you're looking to visit Europe in December for Christmas, you'll want to make sure that Copenhagen is on your list. Because as you can see, Copenhagen knows how to celebrate Christmas. Make sure to subscribe to check out our next Winter Wonderland Christmas adventure in Europe and see what city we end up in. See you next time.